I always get such responses.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. Thanks for staying with me. My guest today is Karen Mangini. She is the founder of the Bow Wow Method. And I'm in studio with Karen, Mandy, and Toby. I have a caller on the line. Paul, I have Charles on the phone. Charles from Rancho Mirage. Hi, Charles. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah,
how are you?
enjoying the show a lot.
Thank you.
Really quite interesting subject, to say the least.
Thank you. What's your question?
I'm wondering, what's your take on people who don't like animals? Any insight into that? What is that all about? I mean, what would you draw from a conclusion of people who don't like animals?
That's for you, Karen.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, there are a lot of people around like that. You know, people who don't like dogs or cats.
There are people around like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just, on the flip side of what this is, I thought maybe it would be an interesting question to ask. Maybe this...
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're... I think they misunderstand animals. I think that they don't...
I think so.
Yes, I think that they need to be educated on how wonderful animals are. I mean, that makes no sense to me at all.
But I'm sure you've seen these folks, and they see a dog and they kind of reel back. They love to see a cat and they go, ooh. You know,
What, are you talking about yourself,
don't
Charles?
touch me or jump on me. Or,
I don't think Charles is talking about himself.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are you, Charles?
Sorry, what?
Are you talking about yourself?
No.
I
Not
didn't
at all,
think
no.
so.
No, I've had actually many dogs, and no, not at all. I was just curious. I do know people who, who I'm sure you have too.
I'm always astounded when I see parents with little children and I'm walking my dog and the child just runs and hides in, the mother's skirt or something.
Yeah,
well, that's what the parents do. Dogs.
Mostly fear, though, isn't it? I mean, I think with children, I think it's mostly fear of animals, and they're maybe not familiar with them too.
Exactly, and that's what the parents instill in the children.
Yeah.
It really is a matter of educating them to truly understand the wonderful nature of our animals and why they're truly here. I mean, in the past, they were kept in the backyard, and they were not considered part of the family, which is completely wrong, and I'm really glad that's changing. I mean,
now the video stars these days.
Excuse me?
they're video stars.
Yeah, I know.
Sure.
Well, that's helping.
Right.
Thank God for YouTube.
Shaggy dog story.
Well, I don't think we have all the real answers to that for you, Charles, but it's a great question, and thank you for bringing it up.
It kind of gives you insights into the kind of people often that there are just people who plain don't like dogs at all, and they just make faces.
Maybe they just aren't really comfortable in their own skin.
Must be, yeah. I think so.
Thanks for calling. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. Bye.
But see, you don't even think about people who don't like animals, do you? So.
I know. It's so out of my realm of consciousness.
But let's talk about the people who do, because there are so many animals in need of good homes today. The economic downturn it's been like one of the first things to go from a family is the expense of having a dog.
Yeah, they lose their homes and they have to move into apartments,
Right.
so they have to give up their dogs.
Right. So how many, I've heard that the increase in the shelter populations is just huge.
Oh, yes.
So,
That's why half the dogs in the shelters are purebreds.
okay. So you can find a purebred dog
Absolutely.
who's probably had a great home, who's probably
Absolutely.
been trained,
Yeah.
and just know that dog has a sad story, that it
Yes.
lost its family.
There are these rescue groups that go to the shelter and handpick their specific breed of dog, and you can get them on petfinder.com, on Adopt a Pet.
Yes, that's where I got my
Yes.
cats,
You
was
just
Petfinder.
key in whatever you want, whatever kind of dog you want, whatever age, and your zip code, and you get thousands of dogs.
Yeah.
I mean... And,
You can do that with cats, too, because I have 2 cats and a dog, and
Yes.
they've all been rescued.
I'm sorry.
so.
We forget about cats here. We love cats, too. Yes, they are part of the family. They're all part of the family.
Yes, well, my cat Gracie was very unhappy when I brought Sassy home. She went under the bed for 6 weeks. But,
Oh, well.
But emerged.
Well,
and
did you put them in 2 different rooms for a
No,
while so they could
no,
smell each other?
no, I didn't.
Okay, well, next time you need to school
I'm
yourself.
not doing it next time. They're all very happy. All right, let's talk about being a responsible dog owner. Because like Charles said, there are people out there who really don't like dogs, and we can't assume everybody does and everybody's welcoming. But so how should a dog owner be present with dog etiquette? There's a lot of bad etiquette out there.
Yes, there is. A lot of ill-trained dogs. And
ill-trained owners.
And ill-trained owners. They just don't know. Like I said, all dogs can be trained, but all dogs need training. And you can get your dog trained with me at www.thebowwowmethod.com. But anyway,
I mean, there's people that walk their dogs and they just leave the dog's mess on your lawn.
First of all, you need to be a responsible dog owner by picking up your dog's poop. I mean, I don't know what they think it's a fertilizer, but it goes into the storm drains and out to the ocean. And all you need to do is pick it up. There are plenty of trash cans. There's plenty of plastic bags. And also, when you greet another dog owner, ask them, is your dog friendly? And then act accordingly. You don't want to just have the dogs run up to each other. You don't know what's wrong with the other dog. You don't even know if the dog has had his shots or what. So you have to respect the owner's space and the dog's space.
Right. Yeah, we can't just. I mean, we don't do that with children. Introduce them and have them come run and kiss each other. So I'm really fussy about what I feed my pets.
Yeah. It's amazing, all the junk that we feed our dogs.
Well, there's junk that we feed them, but I'm also really a big advocate of feeding my animals food that's made in America, that's organic, that's human grade. Why is that important?
Well, we don't know what they're putting in the foods that they import from China or India or wherever. They're full of toxins.
Probably
they're full of chemicals. Yeah. Yeah. You don't know what it is, and
it may be cheaper, but in the long run, it's not going to be cheaper.
It's not good in the long run. No, Mandy's 15 years old, and she's on a raw food organic diet, and she has been ever since she got cancer, and she's a cancer survivor.
Yes, she is, and she didn't have to have chemotherapy or anything.
No, they wanted
either.
to do chemotherapy. I said no. We did immune system boosting herbs, biofeedback, kinesiology. I imagined the tumor shrinking.
And it did. Okay, stay with us. You're listening to Cindy Laverty Show. I'll be right back.